So let's see, I'm gonna try to hold on to that, see if that helps. So let me see, there. There's this man popping in, and he is identifying Dad's side of family. He's bringing up the last 6 months of his life for some reason. And this man actually passed of cancer. And it's like 100% cancer, like without a doubt. And it's like coming through repeatedly. Are bringing me to the month of March for some reason. So March. Do you know any significant dates in March within family?
My father died in March.
Yeah.
And he died in 2005 already. I can't believe it's been that long. And he had cancer, so yeah.
He's bringing up holding on, and then he's showing me a clock, and when they do that, that's their way of saying that to some extent, like, they timed their passing. So someone was waiting for someone to show up, or
Right.
things along those lines. It's like, I timed my passing.
Yeah, I was with him.
He's having me bring up that there was a suggestion in some capacity of, like, going in and trying to do something, but it's like, no, this is not a good time to go in and do this. He's putting like a big red X around this other thing of like a suggestion of like, oh, we can extend someone's life for a period of time.
Right.
And he's saying no with this, like no.
Well, you know, he had cancer and he could have been operated, but he had friends that were operated for the same thing.
Gotcha.
And they died, and so he thought, you know what, I'm okay, I don't need to be operated, I can deal with this. He thought, you know, I can beat this. Yeah. And I didn't even know, he didn't even tell me. So he didn't want that family to know. He just thought, you know what, I'm good. But he didn't realize what he was up against, so.
Right. When this comes in, it's his awareness of that,
Yeah.
of that decision making,
Yeah.
and that ultimately, when they bring forward these things, it's their way of saying they have peace with this, they're okay with this, and they just want family to have that validation and understanding that, you know, he wanted to kind of take his health into his own hands. When he comes in, you just need to know that he was appreciative that you made the effort to try to be there. He feels like he could pass away knowing that you were going to take care of things in whatever way that meant. And I just keep hearing taking care of things, taking care of things, taking care of things.
It was very hard because I was very close to him, and you know, when you love somebody and you can't help them, and I am a nurse, so it was particularly hard for me that I didn't even know he was ill, and then it was too late. So that was very frustrating for me. It was rough. It was rough to see him go through that journey to the end of his life. But I was with him, and I held his hand. And when he would be scared, I'd say, don't worry, I'm here with you.
I know this is gonna sound kind of weird, but he feels like he was closer to you later in his life than earlier. And
That's true.
he's showing like a lot of beauty around that.
Yeah, no, it's amazing because, you know, with 7 children running around, he never had time. He was working and he never had time for, you know, individually with us. So later in my life, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna spoil him rotten. I'm gonna have him travel with us. And so he came to Switzerland, he went with us to Asia, he went with us to Paris. He was happy discovering the world, places he'd never been. So we got to do that together, so I feel really lucky.
Well, that was a gift you gave him too.
Yeah.
To be able to have those experiences.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I think that's one of the best things as a child we can give back to our parents.
Yeah.
You know, and you did that for him.
Yeah.
Know that your dad's giving you that pat on the back.
Oh, thank you for that.
Of course.
He was such a beautiful man with a great stature and had more class in his one little pinky than anybody I've ever met in my life. He used to say to me, you know, remember, the simple life is the best life. And I used to look at him when he would say that when I was modeling in Milan, pulling up in a limo, going, what is he talking about, simple life? I mean, look at how I'm living, look at me. But it's kind of odd to sit across from a young man who's 21 and hearing him kind of channel your father. My father died 12 years ago. You know, those thoughts haven't come into my mind in a long time. And he just laid him out on the table in his scribbles. It's like, wow.